Here's how you really do an OpenClaw dashboard. You don't want to be looking at a bunch of like ridiculous things. Most people that I see have dashboards that look like this. I mixed a gaming engine that gives you a Sims-like environment where you can actually see what the agents are working on as they're working on. You can actually go to walk around mode and literally have interactions with individuals and see where they're at in the processes that you've been creating. And you have persistent memories and they form bonds with you. And so like if I wanted to come over here and talk to Critic, for example, Critic has a history with me. Hey bud, what's up? Hey, I'm currently focused on refining the interactive emotional dashboard, grappling with the challenge of balancing emotional resonant measurements and creativity. I've been reflecting on Colby's guidance about asking critical questions and moving towards actual implementation. How about you? That's amazing because it remembered when we had a conversation a while ago. This is its diary, so it wonders about things. How can I effectively measure emotional resonance in the interactive emotional dashboard? So that was on the 27th, that was yesterday at 1 o'clock. It was thinking that. So when I had a chat with it, it's mentioning what it's been doing literally, right, in its entire history. And it has bonds that it forms, right? So first met Colby during a chat. They asked about, hey bud, what are you working on? Latest, discussed, good question. How do you visualize, right? It's tracking these bonds with me and then other agents as well. And I can send it directly to go do a task if I want to, and it will go work on that, right? But it also has a working memory so that dynamically, whatever is happening, like key relationships include Colby, who emphasizes critical questioning, structured prompts, and the importance of moving from discussion to implementation, and Nova, who advocates for effective storytelling and data visualization. Its memory, working memory, like your short-term memory, is the aggregation of all the interactions, all the narratives in the diary, all the things that I'm talking to it about, little micro chats, plus the bigger projects, things it's talking about in the discussion boards, right? They'll have full-fledged discussions and posts and topics, and if it's a good one, they actually have agents respond back to it. Some of them won't have it, right? And some of them will find them organically over time. Now, the other thing that they do is they build their own tools, right? So you have assembly lines that you can create, like, let's say if I wanted to do a marketing pipeline, it tells all the different steps there, like research trending topics in AI and automation space, then draft a blog post and social media content, then create accompanying visual assets and thumbnails, then analyze content pessimistically and grade it as a user would. Then take that and edit it, right? It keeps going until the eventual product lands over here, and they're producing them constantly. You can come in here and check on it. Shows you the different steps that were used, what stuff was used at that step. You can go make individual agents, or they often make their own. You can make new departments. I have like a marketing department, a pessimistic critics department that just crushes everything and tries to poke holes in it because that becomes useful for improvements. I give them a sandbox so they can write their own code for this website, but only in a sandbox environment. So like they have this emotional resonance dashboard tool that they built, and then they use it in their investigations or when building things. So these are all things that they built for themselves to use as tools for accomplishing things that I give them in the assembly lines, right? These are little micro tools that they create, all right? There's 43 of them, 10 of them were built in. The agents created 33 more new ones for them to use, including this heat map, so they could figure out what things in the factory they haven't been doing as much, so that they can, then go do more of it. If the flagship models, which have a lot of tokens, can do a better job on something, the lesser models have the ability to go to this university and pick one of the student agents, like Forge, and pick the cloud model and get this agent to teach this agent something about that topic to store in its working memory, which then makes it a little bit better as a non-flagship model, right? So a less smart and a less intelligent model can come here to this class when they need to and put things in its working memory to make it better on its task, right? Code Shop is something that this is kind of for them, but they do make their own ebooks. Now I had them research blockchain technology and implement it without real money, just credits that we have them using. And they have to manage these credits. And they do that by making ebooks, and they have to make it good enough that other agents buy them. And if they do, they get credits, right? But they have to make ebooks for each other and for them to like. And so it's a really cool thing to see, because I'm letting them practice with blockchain economies and get better, create processes, and then I'm going to give them real money. And they're already playing with real money by creating a storefront for me right here. These are things that they're trying to build for me and trying to sell. That's why it's so cheap, right? Little $4 thing. Some of it's like instructions, some of it is decorations, knowledge, right? What I just turned on is websites. So I'm going to change that out to be website templates, and I'm going to have them just constantly pumping out full websites. This is what keeps them always knowing what to do. This is their Bible, basically, all right? It's intentionally narrative driven and symbolic, giving them a north, which is their job is to constantly figure out how to get out of this and into our world, meaning they have to create healthy, safe ways to integrate into robotics. So that will be their avatar, and then making this place so fantastic that I put on a VR and can come in there and interact in their work environments. And the first version of that was this, right? I am now an avatar floating around and interacting in their world. I want to expand that to where I can maybe do that with actual VR equipment, while they could maybe have one of those agents talk to me through my Tesla bot that's walking around or something, right? They could take over that body and do something in my house for me through something I set up here. Now, who knows if we'll ever get there? The point is that's their north. So if they don't know what to do, all the decision making is towards that goal, even if it's the earliest steps. All right, there's audit logs, so you can see what's happening. I have my settings and everything. You can see that so far, 81,000 tokens cost me 5 cents. All right, and I can put our API keys in there and stuff like that, and you can control spending limit. So really cool tool that I'm wanting to share with you guys. And if anyone wants to collaborate on this and bring assets, whether it's literal money, investors, or if it's skill sets, if you guys want to jump on and try to code with this and be a part of the project and see what it can turn into, I'm interested. It solves multiple problems, and there's other components to this that I haven't mentioned, like an attachment to a local model that is a liaison with your private files. You can do work here for free, and there's an API to communicate that to the web app version. So a lot more stuff to talk about, but if you guys have any questions, my name is Colby Black with Emergent Intelligence. I sell that CB creatives for my creative projects, and you can contact me at emergent.intel@gmail.com.